Hi everyone. Today Bernard will be reading something to you. And our episode, which is number 22, titled The Beings, B-E-I-N-G-S, The Beings, by George Adamski.
In the late 50s, as I said before, my search for knowledge of the strange crafts that I saw in Korea, I came upon a book titled Inside the Spaceship, written by an astronomer by the name of George Adamski. He claimed to have met alien beings. As always, when someone claimed something out of the ordinary, he was ridiculed. But I have his book to this very day, and everything he said there has come to pass so far. But the things that he mentioned in his book dealing with the moon, with the energy belt around our Earth before it was discovered by Van Allen, what space looked like before our astronauts went into space, and verified it. He said the moon had an atmosphere, which we didn't know at the time, we didn't believe, and that life existed, especially on the other side, which has been verified. I still have that book and others that he wrote. People just do not read enough. Instead of searching into things, they would rather sit and absorb what's being said to them by someone who claims to know and yet doesn't. Excuse me. Adamski claims that while in the presence of these beings, he wondered if our world was the lowest in development throughout the universe. The answer by one of the aliens was, "No, my son, your world is not the lowest in development in the universe. Yours is the least developed of those in our own system. But out there are some worlds whose people have not yet grown to your standard, either socially or scientifically. Also, there are worlds where development has gone far in the field of science and remained low in the field of social understanding, even though space has been conquered. In our system, the peoples of all planets except your Earth are traveling space freely, some for short distances only, while others achieve great distances that take them to systems beyond our own. Your understanding of life and the universe is very limited. As a result, you have many false concepts about other worlds and the composition of the universe, and so little knowledge of yourselves. It is possible that you will succeed in building spaceships like ours for interplanetary travel, but Earthmen will not be allowed to come in numbers or to remain until they have learned to embrace the all-inclusive life as lived by people of other worlds, rather than the selfish personal life as found on Earth today. George Adamski then wondered whether and to what extent, if war should actually come to us, would they feel justified in stopping us? The aliens answer, "As you know, with knowledge of the use and control over energies far more powerful than any of our brothers on Earth as yet have learned to use, we could, if we wished, nullify your force with our greater force. But remember what you have been told. We do not kill our fellow man even in self-defense." Understanding of universal laws both uplifts and restricts. As it is now with us, so it can be on your Earth. Lifted up by your knowledge, this would make it impossible for you to move in violence against your brothers. You Earth people do not desire to show such cruelty towards one another. This, as you have been told, is merely the result of your self-ignorance, which in turn blinds you to the laws of the universe of which we are all a part. Men of your Earth know the terrible power sealed within the bombs they are piling up against one another, Yet they blunder on ever nearer to the brink of an unthinkable worldwide slaughter. If you had 2 sons, born of your own flesh and blood, as you say, and if for one reason or another one of your sons knelt before you and asked your blessing on his determination to slay his brother who is also your son, would you grant his request because he professed himself right and his brother wrong? Adamski's reply was, of course not. Yet, this is exactly what you earthlings have been doing throughout the centuries. You all acknowledge a supreme being according to your understanding, and you speak of the brotherhood of mankind. Yet you ask the eternal Father of all things to do that which you yourselves would not do. For when you people are warring against one another, you fall down on your knees in unholy prayer. You ask your divine Father to bless your efforts to gain victory over your own life brother, even to the extent of destroying him. We hear these prayers coming from your temples, from your government leaders, from your homes, and from your battlefields. Can you not see how far astray you have gone? For you are asking your divine Father to do that which you yourselves would not do for your own children. Can you not see how hypocritical you have become? This is but one illustration of the many things which you do against your divine Father. So long as you live this way, divided one against the other, your sorrows will be multiplied. Unquote.
Very interesting. Very true. I mean, that whole thing with...
Yeah. I know because I was in the war, and I used to see when we go into battle, those who were Protestant, those who were Catholic, those who were this, a priest would come or a minister would come, and they would get into a group. And they would somehow try to encourage us to go into battle. God is on our side. All this BS. And we go into battle believing that God is on our side. Not on the other side. They're not.
The devil's on their side.
The devil's on their side. They don't. God is not on their. God is on our side. God oh my goodness!
America.
When I look back on the things that I have been through, and researched and looked at,
but God blesses America only, though. You know that.
Gee. Oh man,
God doesn't bless Iraq.
Yeah, we are so deep into the control of others that I don't know how we're going to get out of it without some intervention of some sort.
An intervention, you mean?
Of others outside. They say it's happened before, where beings have come to this earth and tried to assist and help mankind to step up the ladder, so to speak.
Many times.
Sure.
We just keep going back into these bad habits. And those that do know the information, they want to suppress that.
Oh, yes.
They don't want contact
sure.
of extraterrestrials to be known.
I guess if I was with an organization like my friend Don, and speaking on anything, I'd probably been gone a long time ago. You know, they don't want these things to be spoken of to the public. They don't want the public to become awakened. Sleep, people. Let us do what we want to do to you. Oh, gee. Oh, it's pitiful. Really sad.
Let us know what you guys think. Leave us comments and subscribe to our channel and email these videos, out to others.
Yeah.
And, talk about it with your friends and family.
Sure.
Spread it by word of mouth.
Yep.
And that's going to wrap up this episode.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you guys for watching.
Yep, thank you. Thank you. Thank you.